Hey, Stoic warrior, the modern world tells you that success is a battlefield, that you must hustle harder, grind longer, and never rest until you've forced life to surrender to your will. Every message around you screams, push, strive, compete, conquer. But what if this endless chase is the very reason you feel so empty, exhausted, and unfulfilled? What if the ancient Stoics, philosophers who lived centuries before social media, before capitalism, before the noise, discovered something far deeper, a truth so profound that it turns the whole idea of manifesting upside down? Because the Stoics didn't teach us to chase. They taught us to align, to live in harmony with nature, time, and reason. And in that alignment, everything you truly need comes to you. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor of Rome, once wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." He knew something we often forget, that power, peace, and prosperity arise not from frantic control, but from inner order. Think of water. It doesn't crash against obstacles. It flows around, over, and through them, shaping mountains over time. The Stoic life is like that, the art of relaxed power. The paradox of doing less but achieving more, of holding your desires lightly while trusting the universe to deliver what's truly meant for you. Today, we'll explore 10 Stoic rules that can help you manifest everything you want, not by force, but by flow. If you're ready to stop chasing and start receiving, stay with me till the end. And remember to subscribe to Stoic Book for more wisdom that builds the strongest force in the world, inner peace. Now let's begin. 1. The art of detached desire. The more desperately you want something, the more it seems to slip away. That's not coincidence, that's energy. The Stoics understood this long before modern psychology. Epictetus, once a slave who became a revered philosopher, taught, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This doesn't mean you stop dreaming. It means you stop clinging. When you say, "I need this to be happy," you create desperation. But when you say, "I'd love for this to happen, and I'm at peace even if it doesn't," you create magnetism. People, opportunities, and experiences are drawn to that calm energy. That's Stoic detachment, what they called preferred indifference. You prefer success, yes. You prefer love, yes. But your peace doesn't depend on them. When you operate from peace instead of need, your actions become powerful instead of desperate. Say it aloud, "I desire with peace, not desperation." That's how you start manifesting from abundance. 1. Present moment magnetism. Your mind loves to live everywhere except where your power actually exists. Right here, right now. The Stoics called the present moment logos, the living order of the universe. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future." Manifestation doesn't happen in the future. It happens now. Every thought, every breath, every action is shaping your destiny in this moment. When your awareness is scattered, lost in memories or anxieties, you miss the signals, the signs, the opportunities that life is constantly placing in your path. The most magnetic people are fully here. They listen, they look you in the eyes, their energy feels grounded, calm, and alive. That's not charisma, that's presence, and presence is power. Each time your mind drifts into worry, bring it back with one breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice this moment. This is where everything begins. 1. The wisdom of accepted resistance. Life will test you. You can count on that. But how you meet resistance determines whether it destroys you or strengthens you. Marcus Aurelius faced wars, betrayal, and plague. Yet he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The obstacle is the path. When things go wrong, don't curse the universe. Don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask instead, what is this trying to teach me? Resistance is how the universe forges strength. A sword is useless until it's hammered in fire. A pearl doesn't form without friction. Every challenge is shaping you for something bigger. Accept resistance as a teacher, not an enemy. The moment you stop fighting what is, you reclaim your energy to create what can be. Type this truth into your heart. I grow stronger through resistance, not weaker. 1. The power of inner authority. Your power doesn't come from controlling the world. It comes from controlling yourself. Epictetus said, "No one can harm you without your consent." When your peace depends on others' approval, your happiness becomes hostage. Every mood swing, every criticism, every delay shakes your world because you've handed your emotional keys to someone else. Take them back. You decide how you feel. You decide what's worth your energy. You decide when peace begins. Not the economy, not your boss, not your partner. You. When you stop outsourcing your peace, you start manifesting from power, not fear. People and opportunities are drawn to that unshakable confidence. The world bends toward those who are internally centered. Repeat this to yourself. I am the author of my experience. That's where manifestation truly begins. 1. The art of strategic non-action. Our world worships hustle, but the Stoics, and their Taoist counterparts, understood that stillness can be the most powerful move. 𝐻𝐻𝐴 said, "The sage does not act, yet nothing is left undone." Strategic non-action isn't laziness, it's wisdom. It's knowing when to move and when to wait, when to push and when to trust. You don't pull on a seed to make it grow faster. You nurture it and let nature do the rest. Busyness isn't progress. Stillness isn't failure. Sometimes your greatest success comes when you stop forcing and allow flow to take over. The universe moves mountains for those patient enough to wait for the right moment. Remember, timing is divine. Don't rush what's already on its way. 1. Gratitude as a manifesting force. Gratitude isn't just polite, it's powerful. It changes your frequency from lack to abundance. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings by reminding himself that he'd face ungrateful, selfish people. But he chose to be thankful anyway, because even their flaws were teachers. When you live in gratitude, you tell the universe, I already have enough. And enoughness attracts more. Gratitude is active appreciation for your breath, your body, your lessons, your setbacks, your path. When you wake up grateful, you radiate abundance. When you go to sleep grateful, your subconscious begins aligning with more reasons to give thanks. Don't wait for perfection. Appreciate now. As the Stoics knew, a grateful mind is an unstoppable manifesting force. 1. The strength of emotional sovereignty. Here's a secret the Stoics understood. Emotions aren't something that happen to you. They're something you create. Two people face the same rejection. One collapses, the other transforms. What's the difference? Control of emotion. Seneca said, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." Feelings are natural. Rage, fear, sadness, they all arise. But you decide what they do next. You can feel anger without becoming destructive, sadness without drowning, fear without freezing. That's emotional sovereignty. When you control your emotional reactions, you control your energy, and your energy is what shapes your reality. Emotional mastery is manifestation mastery. You become the calm eye of every storm, and in that stillness, clarity and opportunity find you. Repeat this. My emotions exist, but they do not control me. 1. The philosophy of enough. We live in a world that constantly whispers, you're not enough, you need more. More money, more followers, more status, more. But the Stoics flipped that illusion upside down. Seneca, one of Rome's richest men, wrote, It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor. The feeling of enough is not about what's in your bank account. It's about what's in your heart. When you stop chasing, you start receiving. When you stop grasping, your hands become open enough to be filled. This doesn't mean you give up ambition. It means you pursue success from peace, not emptiness, from fullness, not lack. When you're content, your energy is magnetic. You attract more because you no longer need more. Tonight, before you sleep, count your blessings, not your problems. Feel the richness of your life as it is. Whisper this truth. I am enough, and from that place, I attract more. 1. The courage of authentic expression. How can the universe give you what's truly yours if you're busy pretending to be someone else? Every time you fake a smile, suppress your truth, or chase goals that aren't aligned with your soul, you block your flow. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." The Stoics believed authenticity wasn't just a virtue, it was a form of cosmic alignment. When you show up as your true self, you vibrate at your natural frequency, and that frequency attracts exactly what's meant for you. Being authentic takes courage. Some people won't understand. Some paths will fall away. But that's not loss, it's purification. What remains will be real, right, and yours. Be honest today, even in one small moment. Speak your truth calmly. Live your values fearlessly. Every act of authenticity is a signal to the universe saying, I'm ready for what's truly mine. 1. Trust in divine timing. This final Stoic rule may be the hardest, but it's the key that unlocks peace. Trust that everything unfolds in perfect order. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together." The Stoics didn't resist fate, they embraced it with love. This trust is what they called amor fati, the love of fate. Your impatience often blocks your blessings. When you demand control, you fight life. But when you trust the process, you align with it. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment, all of it has meaning. Sometimes rejection is redirection. Sometimes what feels like loss is protection. Think of your greatest blessings. Did they come exactly when you planned them? Probably not. Yet they came at the perfect time. Divine timing is never late. Do your part. Take inspired action. Then surrender with grace. The rest isn't up to you, and that's a good thing. The universe knows what you're ready for long before you do. Say it aloud. I relax, I trust, and I receive. Until next time, stay calm, stay strong, and stay stoic.